A goodly evening, this is Nerd is the Human, and welcome back to our Spain Gunpowder only campaign. And you join us with Augusto the Crusader, who, of course, last time took over the Holy Land for us, or at least a tiny patch of it. And, well, you might remember that we did get peace with Egypt, but we are a few turns on, and the inevitable blockade happened very soon. So we are once again at war with Egypt, and that army that was floating outside Tripoli has now re-emerged with a pretty indestructible fleet at this point until they get some gun hulks at the very least. What I do have plenty of guns with, though, is my land armies, and this is what we want our armies to be looking like now. A few more dragoons, a few more covering basilisks would be grand, but you know what, the handgunners have served me very, very well thus far, and these crusading heroes are going to continue the campaign, especially as they have caused me a few problems by, attacking me out on the sea. So yeah, my ships are not very safe these days. I'm not very happy about it. So these guys, by the way, it turns out are the greatest anti-rebel force you'll ever see in your life. They're pretty much the greatest anti-any force you'll ever see. They are going to cause utter chaos, but I really want to show the musketeers today. Now, in Valencia, we got to see them a little bit in the streets. They were very effective on this, kind of little corner where we could show off their superior range, and really they were doing a good job. But we really want to show them off, because last time it was a bit of the dragoons, but no, we want a big field battle to show this off. Now we might get this over here, but you never know. I don't know what forces the Egyptians have got. Obviously, Dongola down here is going to fall. I've just sent a tiny force, really, a tiny dispatch to go and deal with that. Oh, the gates are open. Excellent. Okay, so we can head in there soon enough. Gates open is very helpful, of course. So we will, you sir, just move over there. Great stuff. Yes, we are, of course, going to try and convert this as much as we can. You sir can just swing across. 68%, not perfect, but we're getting there. Just going to get these guys to, yes, Cardinal bomb their region as we arrive. That will very much help us out, I think. But we'll stick in our region just for the time being. I've done a pretty good job of converting this in the meantime. Obviously, just been building up my religious buildings and my priests. So things are looking solid here. We have 2 full stacks. I'm aware of this army, so I've just left Alexandria with a few troops, but we're looking okay. I know it still says games there. We just, as I took troops out, I had to rebalance a bit of that. Elsewhere, we are trying to get new men over to Tripoli, so I'm going to send Gonzalo Garcia over here. And luckily he went out of Algiers to go and put down some command posts just as the plague hit again. Did unfortunately kill his father Joao, who was sitting in there. So Horatio, he's been in Marrakesh. Oh, on the net Marrakesh, he's just going to a huge city. That's most of my money gone. But he's heading over there. He's just going to get back in with these guys who are on the rebel clearing force of Gonzalo. Yeah, they're going to head back into the castle once we have a chance again. This keeps getting the plague. And it's not that big. It's only like 6,000-7,000, but there's nothing much I seem to be able to do about it, which is a bit of a shame. But the most important thing last time, of course, was, we killed off the Moors, which was grand. But the English, they are here. There they are. The English are here, and we have an army ready for them. Okay, we are going to showcase his musketeers right now, because whether or not we get an opportunity in the east, we do have an opportunity over here. Now, there are some reinforcements. I actually don't want all of that with me. I just really want to... Okay, I just really want to show off these musketeers. So, we bought some dragoons just to be safe. This is... I mean, there's culverines here. So, there are still problems to potentially be had. And obviously, the musketeer army are probably best suited to face off against arquebusiers and handgun armies, like we saw, like some Milan dump over in North Africa repeatedly. But this should still be a lot of fun. This will be an interesting battle. We are, of course, going to take them on over here in the Galician hills. We'll see if they land up a mountain or not. That would be annoying. But if not, it should be glorious. Let's it in. Well, we're basically just playing Empire Total War at this point, which is intriguing. We're actually pretty much closer than we need to be, but the trees are a little bit awkward. So we will just slightly wonk this up. And I can see Bombard over there is getting itself killed. Beautiful. Yes, we are taking a few hits on us. And as ever, with this kind of more musket style of warfare, it starts to make sense to, yeah, use a few lines at most. So we're kind of in the rank of 3 army. Did I get it to 3 in the end? I did indeed. So beautiful. So yeah, they're going to kneel down. We got them on skirmish mode, which means then they'll shoot over their shoulder while they reload. Magnificent. Now we will take some losses here, but yeah, the Ribolt actually is probably more dangerous than the others because they're going to get some brutal shots in. But we should find that we're doing some very nice work on all of these guys. We have, well, if we're facing them infantry, we could shoot them from quite a long distance away, actually. But our range is quite good. Yeah, we're probably actually twice as close as we really need to be here. Nonetheless, it actually probably makes it more awkward for them actually closing the distance. So maybe we should close it, actually. That would be interesting. Yeah, let's get a little bit closer in and really put the strain on them. That could be fun. Just got to try and get this correct. Yeah, move forward. Move forward. Make their cannon firing more awkward, especially with this hill. They're going to start shooting. We'll see who loses their nerf first. And obviously, I'm probably getting closer than I should, but it's all in good fun. So yeah, this takes us into Empire style. And we've seen some bugs, actually, when they've been fighting on the walls, trying to shoot back down. Obviously, that's something with the fort system in Empire that does work. So in many ways, this, you know, there are issues with some of the ways where the gunpowder units work in Medieval 2, but I suppose when you look at Empire, you can certainly say that that stuff improves a fair amount. Although, you know, Empire was ambitious, and there are certain issues with it, but I do think when you look at what gunpowder is like in this game, and you consider how things have maybe changed between the two games, I think, you know, feels like they made a step forward when it comes to Empire, so that's nice. We do see a lot of the basic tactics still work. They've got the old animations all set up here. Fire by rank, I'm pretty sure, is actually a researchable upgrade in Empire. Obviously, it's a little bit more complex in terms of the campaign stuff, but we are really slaughtering them. They're just not able to hit us. Artillery obviously gets a lot more powerful. There's no what is it, canister shots? Whether the shotgun shots from them anyway, they're not existing yet. I've actually sent most of my dragoons out. Some of them do have a shot, actually. Oh, look at this. We'll fight them on the beaches. Indeed we will. You have to do that, my good sirs. Yeah, some irony in the opening speech as well, to do with the English foggy weather, considering we're fighting up here in Galicia. Certainly the weather we were describing, suggesting that maybe this is British land now. English land, I should say. Intriguing. And obviously also as an Englishman who lives in Spain, because, you know, I need sun. So I enjoyed all that irony. These guys are getting absolutely slaughtered. Now, the cannons I do think are very good in this game, but they're not going to work by themselves. They're not going to pick off lines of musket like this. And yes, we have basically caused a massive box formation at this point. So I might just start to get these guys encircling as well. This is not ideal for any of them. As I say, if we get to face some handgunners later, we'll pick them off from distance. They'll never be able to reach us, even though they've very much been the MVP so far in this game. They won't be for much longer, not with the muskets around. And that's why I've rushed to huge cities. We've got two... There we go. We've got 2 huge cities already, and we've got a load more coming, actually, because I think Cairo's just finished. We're just going to run in hand to hand now. You guys, yeah, stop shooting as well. We'll chase them on down. Yeah, so Cairo is just growing to huge cities. Zaragoza and Marrakesh are currently growing to huge cities. Obviously, we already rushed in Cordoba. So we're getting more and more that are at that level, which is excellent. Leon has already grown there, of course. So yeah, lovely work by us to make sure we're ahead on the tech. Obviously, the dragoons are a slight cheat. They're not really a cheat, but, you know, I added them in from the DLC. So, you know, it's not what I'd usually have an advantage, but I couldn't say no to them. They're just too much fun. So we'll hunt down the last of these guys. Culverines getting brutally massacred, which is sad because they're an excellent unit. But we'll see them in business before too long. Obviously, this army here, its success will carry on to England because I think some revenge. There we are, the king himself, or whatever leader this guy is. Excellent. And we're looking like most of the time how musketeers end up looking on this game, which is just all wonky like this, which is great, trying to get themselves in line. But if you can do a full line like that, take across the entire map, these guys work very, very well indeed. We're going to see a few more of these battles of any luck. And with that, into the sea he goes. And obviously we have some issues with Admiral Thomas over here, who, yes, can yet cause us some problems. We've got some reinforcements, of course, but we need some boats to get us there. So I'm not sure that we have the proper dockyards yet. No, we're only up to, yes, the Laternas, which are fine. And our money's gone, so it's not that fine. Leon as well. Let's see, that's only the war galley. Terrible. Terrible. So, okay, yes, I'm building those dockyards. I thought I had that building somewhere, but that's not going to help us for this campaign. That will help us for Constantinople, I think. But yes, this army, adding in some Basilisk, 3 Basilisk, a few handgunners for hand-to-hand, and some more Dragoons. Oh, this is looking very nice indeed. We could, though, get a few more troops in here. So, you know what, Cordoba? We'll get back to that, because we've just spent a lot of money this turn. We can actually build up here. I'm not going to right this second. I'm just going to make sure we get a few more of those guys into our armies. And, oh yes. Oh yeah, I did invest last time in lots and lots of towns now having access to Dragoons. So yes, Dragoons, 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 and Dragoons. And soon to be Musketeers as well over here in Zaragoza. That is very exciting because it's been on the border with France for the whole game. And, well, they've not been very strong. They've not even... No one's taken Bordeaux. This is probably a good point to realise that the AI does seem to have struggled with, I don't know, the zeitgeist. Is that the right concept? Probably not. Yeah, they have kind of struggled with the concept of war in this circumstance. They don't quite know how to deal with it. But, works for me. Things are looking good for us. I think it's probably about time to end a turn. I don't know if there's anywhere else I can spend the money. Probably best saving it anyway, because I would quite like to build... I mean, I'd quite like to build it up here. Just a dockyard. No, we'll come back to it later. That can get us a little down, but it's not really good enough. That's just the trade dockyards. In fact, I think that's what I was actually building here anyway. Yes, indeed. So I'll save the money up, and we'll see what happens next time. In terms of everything else, Pope is still happy. Oh, it's actually soon enough for a Crusade. I did go through quite a few turns in between episodes, so maybe, just maybe, he isn't that annoyed at England at this point. What options are there? Because we are currently on a mission against these guys. We're going to have to pick one of those out. That might be a good plan. Oh, and I almost forgot about Dongola. Let's head into here. The gates are open. We've got a Grand Bombard anyway. Now, in theory, this could be slightly problematic, but I think the Dragoons should be able to do the job. I think we've seen that is definitely the case. So, hopefully we got what we need. Let's head in. As you might well expect, the Dragoons are going to come in and hopefully tease them. They are potentially going to get shot away against us, though, and I don't really like the idea of that. So, we're going to do a little bit of skirmishing and teasing outside the gap here. Yes, we just have our handgunners just waiting to shoot them down, but we have to take the bait first, so see if we can pull them into the trap. And hilariously, because the gates are open, look at that, an instant round. I don't even know how that just happened. They were getting a tiny bit of shot from the handgunners, but not a lot. That's actually ridiculous. I love it. Okay, arquebusiers are probably going to start shooting into us now, so let's just run out. Don't let... Oh no, they've got some shots away. Oh, did they hit? No. Yes? Yeah. Oh, yes. Unfortunately, we just lost 2 of them. That's deeply sad. I did always think that would be possible, but unfortunately, we're getting a little bit stuck now. We actually... What an excellent shot. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Just needed to make sure the Dragoons escaped. There's a very, very sensible thinking there from the Grand Bombard. Okay. Take another effort, lad. This time maybe hit them. It was a little bit too close for comfort. Finally, then, we're just inside the final city centre, and it's just a bit of a shootout, as you might well expect. We're going to lose a few men, but they've already been whittled down. Not quite fully teased, but it almost worked. We have got these guys right here, but they've just run out of ammo, actually, which is unfortunate. They've done as much teasing as they can, But in general, yeah, the job's largely done at this point. So I think at this stage, you know what? Are these guys in range? The arquebuses aren't in range, which is unfortunate. So yeah, you guys get yourselves in there. You guys get yourselves in there, and we'll just really shove it down their throats and eventually claim victory. That's really not the position I asked you to stand in, but to be honest, you know what? Fine, we'll just get hand to hand. You're the better hand-to-hand combaters anyway. Dragoons can give you some extra moral support, and that will be absolutely magnificent. Of course, arquebuses are so much weaker in the hand-to-hand combat where, yeah, by the time the others were mostly dead, it was simple enough to just mop these guys up. And with that, a little bit awkward to make the trap complete there, but it's a small force. A little detachment's done a nice job. Well, some standard chats with the Byzantines here gives us even more diplomacy on a lovely new princess here. Oh, up to 6. Excellent. She's inherited a delicate blade, which is because her father was a spy master, assassin master. As it's probably, well, after all the Sicilian deaths last time, not really surprising. But at 18 with 6 charms, she's doing very well indeed. I've just got her chatting to the likes of Venice and the Byzantines over here, but nothing too interesting, to be honest. What I'd like maybe is just to send her back over to that kind of part of Europe, and we can maybe see if there's someone diplomatically to marry. But to be honest, she minded just marrying into our own family. But as for everything else, I think it's time to get going over here. It's a few turns on. I've been organising my forces. King Roy is just getting himself some reinforcement / some garrisons. So we'll get some of these a little bit closer. Actually, some of these are going to be the garrison in Gaza when we take that. So we'll just put them separate. We don't want them to be part of the army. That's probably for the best. Okay, that's really what I'm using arquebuses for. They're just they're cheaper recruitment and upkeep than the handgunners. They're just there for garrison duty. These guys will probably do the same Jerusalem eventually, but we'll just keep them in this force for the time being. Okay, and Augusto the Crusade there. Okay, we want more priests. We can send them over. As you can see, we're already converting the region over a little bit. Well, what I'm going to try and do, I think, is get us launched into a crusade for Jerusalem, because I think that's going to probably set us up best, because we need this to officially win, and you know, I might as well have it because that's the official victory anyway. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to call on the Pope. Actually, he might just is he going to accept this? Actually, I don't know. Jerusalem. Yes. Well, I think it's a pretty classic target. So, of course, Jerusalem, he is happy for us to go and take. Beautiful. So, I think we'll be joining the crusade once again. I know he's already a crusader, but onwards he will fly. Now, you, my good sir, we're going to go here. We're going to fight you. Oh, he wants to do it in the field. Oh, very nice indeed. Right. Faction leader Sultan Mahmud. And we have another lad. And is he interesting? Well, he's got Dauntless, but he's not the one leading. So that's no worries to us. Fine. 59, proven commander, siege expert. This is no siege. Sadly ignorant. He is indeed, because he's going to take us on in the field. We've got musketeers. We've got culverines. We've got Spanish dragoons. As if there are any other kind of dragoons on this game. There are not. But this is lovely. We've been wanting to do this for a long, long time. Let's get into a big field battle. This should be an utter slaughter. Into battle we go. And of course, we do have the world's longest line. Look at it. We're already getting ourselves in range. We will, though, have a little track of our culverines. We've got some exploding ammo on these guys. So we'll see how this all looks. But I'm sorry. This is going to end terribly for these guys. They're running in their infantry lads into the front, but I don't think it's going to end very well at all. Here we go. Here's some exploding ammo. Kablamo! Oh, is that going to hit the general? Bit overhit. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. But these guys are much, much more accurate than the things that we're used to using. I pressed the wrong button there. I apologise. So, in they come. Sunnis gunners. If they get themselves in range, that's fine. Look at this. I actually forgot to put this in skirmish, so we won't be doing this efficiently. We'll be moving, which might be irritating actually, but they're going to get too close. I think they would have ruined our formation anyway. They're going to get themselves in close, and I think it's not going to end so well for them. Okay, these guys are doing the standard turnaround that you do expect them to do. We do have some dragoons. Let's go and get those out onto the flanks there. Especially good really just for mopping up. We haven't had very much of that on this. Yeah, so this is what you'll see a lot of the time with these units. People can find it annoying. Now, yes, it's annoying, but it's trying to do what they need to do, which is to get themselves a good angle. So we're just going to, yeah, create the angle for ourselves, make it a line of 3. These guys are in a good position. This is getting absolutely ridiculous. The handgunners are in behind really just as, really just defensive there, just in case they charge the cavalry or something, you know, all the cavalry troops are on this. But it is obscene. As I say, I'm not going to put on skirmish on this occasion like I did for the England battle, but in comes the bodyguard. Can we just make sure both of us are shooting in on him? Handgunners might even have a shot at this point, which is excellent. We're actually in like a perfect position for this battle. Just got ourselves a little bit of a ridge to go and put our handgunners in behind. And to be honest, if you need to go and do that, we'll do it. Ironically, I've actually left the handgunners, the ones you can do hand to hand. I left them on skirmish. So you guys just get into them. That's your job, is to hand. Everyone else, your job is, well, look at this. There's a bombard back there. I should really deal with that. Cavalry, yeah, just go and mop them up. The gunners can do all that. Handgunners, likewise, just make sure we're there to defend our friends. But yeah, we're really just into line infantry stuff at this stage. I don't know what these cannons are even doing in this battle. It's not really a battle for my big artillery men. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how this is all going. Let's just grab what we've got here. We're going to get them to... That's the wrong way, but we'll do something like that. That'll be fine. These guys actually probably need to head into this general because he's really going to cause some more problems. You... Can you just surround them like that? That'd be absolutely magnificent. These guys... I think there is actually still a little bit going on there with the cavalry. Yep, there is indeed. Okay, where are my horses? Yeah, horses. Mop them up. The general, if he doesn't get down... If he doesn't go down soon, we'll have to change this up. He's causing us a lot of problems just by himself because it's a big pile of heavy cav. But get those gunners actually. Don't worry about even shooting. Just get yourselves into that position. You guys should be shooting into there. You should be shooting into there. And my dragoons, both of you, need to just make sure that that guy goes down. In fact, I think the one unit's got it because it'll shoot him down anyway. You have enough range to hit them anyway because the range is catastrophic on these guys. Oh, I love it. Okay, at this point then, General is... Yeah, we just need to shoot him. All of you guys, as much as possible. Shoot him if you can, and then hand coordinate. Yes, shoot him down, or hand-to-hand combat if you can. He's fighting to the death now. Indeed, he's getting himself surrounded, and down he goes. He's fleeing. Many egg salads are eaten this day as we claim victory. He's not going to escape. I mean, there's one thing trying to escape from light cav. There's another thing trying to escape from not only getting cut off by this unit, but all these musketeers. I will say musketeers are very good at shooting fleeing enemies because they have exceptional range. So particularly if you've got them straight on, just shoot him down. Just shoot him down. And obviously, yeah, it's one thing light cavalry. It's another thing dragoons when they actually have guns on them. You know what? We'll see if the gunmen can do it, and if not, the dragoons have got him. I think they're really in trouble here. It's nice to finally have a big field battle when we've got some of our musketeers out because, yeah, it's a great way to showcase how good they are. You know what? I think this is probably about it then. Yeah, most of them went down there, but all of you, stop now. All of you, stop now. Just make sure nothing stupid happens. There we go. Hacked down by the mighty swords of our Spanish dragoons. A few injuries on them. I don't know what's caught them out at some point, but victory and glory. I think that's it. Lovely stuff. So we did lose quite a few men in the cavalry charge. 2 generals and the Sultan himself there, causing quite a bit of damage in the melee. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that in general. Lovely work. Aside from those, yeah, a lot inflicted by those musketeers have done some great work. It's only really, yeah, those few, that unit there that got charged by the general that suffered. But other than that, lovely work. Spanish dragoons. That's obscene. Say not really bad for the cavalry, and they charged on in straight away. But I'm very happy with that. Well, 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 well. It turns out that the Sultan has actually been captured, and I will offer the ransom. But it's always too expensive for the AI to accept. And down he goes. There we are. And I'm not completely oblivious to the fact that we are, you know, currently taking Gaza. But unfortunately, that is just the city that's in our way right now. So we're going to quietly get on with this one. There's actually quite a lot in here. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll... find a different way to finish that. I will tell you what we might do. We might start the Crusade here and actually get this army. Is this going to be far enough for them to be happy? I mean, I need them to get far enough forward where they're not going to complain, near enough their Crusade target. Maybe it's for the reinforcements to take this out. I'm not sure. We'll have to work that out in time. Fine, but for now I think that will do. That's close enough to Jerusalem for now. It looks like we've taken out a significant force. This guy might come to reinforce, and that would probably be ideal because, yeah, I want to face them outside the city if I can, because there's quite a lot in there. But there do seem to be an awfully large amount of heretics around here. That's the only thing we can do with him for now. There's another one over here, 66, failed, 66, 666, and inevitably we can't take him out. 95, there we go. Much less of a devil's number. And fine. I think our plan is this. Get King Roy around to here. Besiege the city from there. And then these guys will continue. They can lift the siege and keep moving. Fine. The reinforcements of the garrison, they maybe will just have to do exactly that and be a garrison. I don't know, to be honest. This, the thing is, I tell you what we can probably do. We can probably send some of these forces over here next turn because Jerusalem's going to be quite a simple capture by the looks of it. So we'll just have to see how that one goes. Did all those priests end up in here? Yes, they did. Fine. So we're doing a little bit of converting. 5%. I wouldn't mind a little bit more, but there we are. Gaza's 27%. There's been lots of heresy here, of course. They might actually get tempted into us actually by using this arquebusier army out here. So that works for me. Flash Flood in Cordoba hasn't killed anyone, but yes, fine. Don't need to worry about that. Portuguese are sending a general for our lands. Hopefully that's entirely chill. I'm sure it probably is. This guy who has some incredibly insane traits. Aloof. He's quite mad. But yeah, apparently he's done all right. He's cleared out some rebels on the way, and then yeah, I think they've sent those troops back over to Marrakesh, but he's going to go and lay some watchtowers in this part of the world. He'll be fine, and otherwise, yeah, we're likewise just moving our men, getting some generals into this kind of part of the world, because Tripoli's going to need someone at some point to keep it under control. Crusade, wow, everyone wants to join the Crusade for Jerusalem. It's a shame I'm already there, lads. Unfortunate for you. Okay, end of turn, nothing too much. I mean, just put a huge stone wall in Marrakesh. And what does that mean we want to build? I don't know, because our money... Well, our money's actually not terrible. If anything, it's just the Crusade that's saving us. It's the main thing we need to worry about this term. Darn Sicilians are in my way over here at the port. It's quite irritating. Right, you, my good sir, I'm going to grab you. Now, what general do we bring to this battle, by the way? Alfredo Calua. And he is interesting. So interesting that I just skipped through it. But he's a simple enough lad. He's not one of the ones I paid close attention to. In this army, we want... How many musketeers do we have? Yeah, we got a couple more there. So let's have like a full stack. A full first row of them. A couple handgunners in behind. I think that makes sense, as we've just seen on the other force. Get ourselves, I think, these 4 dragoons. And what does that leave us with? 3 basilisk. There we go. Perfecto. Alright, and then you can get on the other boat. That's fine. Alright, start swinging on up. And that is, okay, a few bonus troops, but an army to go and take London, which currently there's an army outside. That's perfect for us. Come and get me, you coward. I will, sir. I will. Oh, unfortunately, Flanders is under siege now. This is a shame. I wouldn't mind going to... Yes, we could theoretically try and fulfill some 16th century Spanish territory work here, but, you know, it'll work out fine in the end. We'll focus on this part of the world for now, but things are falling together very nicely. With Jerusalem under siege and apparently a battle in the field soon to come by the looks of it. Looking forward to that. Oh yeah, I think we probably need to deal with Gaza because I've just had the warning of desertion. So before any of that happens, interesting. Yes, before any of that happens, we'll head on in. I think this guy's upset because I'd sent him towards the region and then I've sent him away. So there we are. Let's head on in. It's going to be a bloody affair, to be honest. And what do they have? I mean, I'm sure this was the general here at the start. I feel like he wasn't, but maybe he's a Sicilian and he's been pulled out of the arse of someone. But there we are. Some cannons aren't going to be too much of a threat, I don't think, on this occasion. Now, we only have a culverin. That's what we've got to smash in. That's plenty enough, but got to bear that in mind. That could be... We've got to be precise with our use of our cannon, which is going to make this even more painful. Now, we do have a couple musketeers and we do have the 2 Spanish dragoons. They already are aces, and we're going to have to make the best use of those we can. They have some lovely experience with some of these Sudanese gunners. It's going to be a bloody affair, and hopefully we don't lose too much. But with victory here, we can start moving some towards Jerusalem, and that means that they can be feel happy that they actually take the target. So let's head in. Let's clear them out. Well, we have ourselves a beautiful spot here overlooking the fortress. A nice little ridge, which would be perfect if they were sallying forth, although, of course, we wouldn't be able to set up. They're actually not in a terrible spot to be picked up by the cavalry here, but oh well. We are going to focus on the wall. We only have the 1 cannon for the time being, and we do have a second set of walls to also shoot down. So, at the very least, they're not defending them. So, hopefully no towers, but this could be a darn difficult affair. So, ooh, nice castle over there. That's very beautiful. Yes, this could be a very tricky one. So we'll knock down some walls, then we'll see how they react. Intriguing. The moment that I break down this wall, they all flee desperately through the gap. So I'm sending my cavalry in quickly here just to see if I can get a shot or 2 away into this pile. Because that could be brutal if I could. If nothing else, I might pick off that cannon. Right, we are at least in range of the second bit of... Right, I thought we were in range of the second bit of wall. Just keep moving. I want to make sure I keep an eye on my dragoons. Okay. Yes, lovely. Right, we're going to get these guys in. They're going to cause some problems. Hopefully, get a few people shot down in the meantime. Just need to be careful about this tower, because that could still cause us some problems. Right, get into them. Nice early... Yeah, some nice early pickings here. Some of these gunners might come in. Should go off shooting just for a moment. Just run on in. I wouldn't mind seeing what we can pick off here. Yeah, just shoot into that pile, actually. Shoot into the pile. Oh, this could be absolutely brutal. They're just going to stand there. Come on, just keep standing there in the gateway. Oh, yes. This will be some good shots here. Nice early shots in. I'm going to make sure we keep ourselves in a sensible position. There we are. We've now got a shot at that. So, oh, they're reloading. Get out of there. Get out of there. You don't want them to actually get any shots away. So we'll move ourselves away for the time being. Bit of teasing done. The towers are now starting to activate. But this is probably better because, yeah, getting inside here is going to be an absolute bloodbath. Strangely, the bodyguard has decided to come out to us, which is very interesting indeed. We've got some... Arquebuses aren't really in a position, but you know what? It's fine because they're going to try and run into my dragoons. That's interesting. We'll just get them to kind of move out of there, but the guns will probably do the work anyway. So yeah, just run away from them, and that's it. The general's going to go. And that's just perfect because we'll just shoot him down. Oh, lovely. So some of them are starting to move. We do have a hole in there now. Can's moving. Just going to try and take down at least one more tower. But for basically one unit, we've done a very nice bit of work. Let's get these guys running in, actually, because we can do some lovely work as we push them, shoot them through this little gap here. Come on. Come on. We missed most of the opportunity, but a little bit of an opportunity used up there. Not too bad. These guys are exhausted. They've been doing a lot of work, but there he goes. Oh, that's excellent news. I mean, those guns are so ridiculous. It's actually obscene, isn't it? They're wavering. I mean, these guys just break morale instantaneously, don't they? So, pretty much by themselves, they pretty much taken out 25% of them all alone. That is perfect. Now, the trap's supposed to be a little bit later. We haven't even set up the trap yet, but they are still getting pulled in. It's not the worst thing in the world. As I say, this is just getting troops in the general position. I haven't really got them set up here. But if they want to come in, we can give them something. Yeah, we can work out something for them. Okay, let me reorganise. Standing at the breach, then we're just going to send some of these arquebusiers to shoot at them. Just see if we can tease them out, really. Wow, we broke them instantly. Their morale is not good at this point. Don't move! For Pete's sake. Every time they decide there's a better angle. There is no angle. This is the only way in. Oh, dear. Their fire at will is causing problems because they're trying to make stupid shots. Stop. What are they doing? They're not even on fire at will. Anyway, it's fine. We'll just let these guys do their thing. If they want to come out of us, great. If not, we'll just shoot them from here forever. Oh, they are going to come out a little bit. No, they're going to out again. Okay, interesting. Oh, you guys have also decided you don't know how to stand in position. Yes, your whole point is that you're supposed to be ready to shoot them when they do exactly that, sir. That's the whole point of you. Okay, and they, once again... See, this is something that's, yeah, I think one of the big issues that with the gunpowder units on this is that they're always trying to get a perfect position and they can never quite get their formation right. On Empire, I feel like this certainly got improved on. We'll keep on... I mean, like, this is the thing. They want to shoot at them. I don't care about them. I want to tease these guys into battle, but whatever. Maybe one day we'll manage to tease this into some kind of victory. Finally sent a unit inside. They are going to take some heavy losses by doing this, but they're going to hopefully, just by shooting into a mass, not miss any of their shots. And overall, that should be actually a very, very efficient way of doing this. They are, as they take their shots, moving further and further back, and eventually they're going to realise that there's nowhere back to go. You're already literally backs against the wall. But there we go, halfway through. We have started to lose more men now, but things are going well. Just as well, the AI isn't very clever at using their towers. What are you doing? just get in position. Okay. Look, I like gunpowder units in this game, but they are, unless you're out in the field properly using your musketeers, as we saw earlier in the episode, they are a nightmare. And arquebusiers are just such the worst middle ground. They don't really achieve anything. Look at that. They're just wandering around doing their own thing. Just stand in position. Don't know if guard's going to make any difference to that. Just stand in position and do what you're supposed to do, which is basically slowly die as we shoot them down. So get on with it, sir. My days. We're going to go in for our attack now, and let's just get running. Hopefully no one's on skirmish. These guys are. They need to go off skirmish. Just going to line up the handgunners here. We're just going to line up some arquebusiers over there and just see if they can achieve anything at all. We shall see. Okay, something like that will be fine, I guess. Just run on in. They are shaken, and I'm kind of expecting that immediately. Just start taking your shots. The sooner we got someone taking shots, the better. Don't know why these guys are exhausted. They haven't really been doing anything. They've had that one encounter the entire battle. I need to get my general a little bit closer. Not too close where he's going to get shot, but I need him somewhere close just to kind of keep things in good position. You were getting way too close there, my good sir. Run over there. Lovely stuff. Okay, just everyone, start getting your shots away. It'd be nice these arquebusiers would be in position as well. They're currently very much not. This is where the bloodbath comes in. Oh my goodness, this is a nightmare of a battle, really. I mean, realistically, the other army was much better suited for it. Jerusalem's pretty much empty, albeit there is a field battle coming after this. The fact that this is Gaza as well in the current situations just makes this all the more, read whatever political insight you want into it. It just happens to be where the battle's taking place today. But yeah, brutal massacres. It's just the way it's going to have to go. It's a bloodbath on all sides at this point. But they did let us get the surrounding. They really should have just used the melee. But I think they're struggling with morale. Every time we've taken a pop at them off the plaza, they've routed. So I think, yeah, at this point they realise all they can do is stand on the plaza and take us on in a gunfight. But eventually that's going to work in our favour because we've got quite a lot of angles here. And I guess it's just time to whittle it down slowly. Probably the best way. I'm surprised that we held, actually. Just getting in position was the hardest thing here. Just as well we fought carefully enough when no one's routed yet. Even the armies, even the 2 units we sent in before, didn't let them rout. I didn't want to lose morale because this is going to be a really important moment. You could always see these guys are winded, exhausted. So, yeah, we needed to make sure that they were not going to break. So, there we are. Last few units, mostly shot down. What a horrible battle. But it's a good example, by the way, of just how effective a single Culverine can be. This isn't even the Basilisk either. Basilisk possibly is a little bit more damage as well. I'm not sure. But certainly, yeah, to be able to take down 3 walls of a citadel as well as a tower just to help you out, that is massive. I don't know at what point, by the way, we have any control. Like, is anyone on the plaza? I don't know that we've got any troops here. But, you know, there's infinite time, so it's not us about to lose. Hey-ho, it is what it is. Okay, well, Sudanese gunners. Should we just go and chop them down? No, they're routed. It's kind of funny. They will have reset the timer, I suppose. Yeah, indeed. It's just going to be a long and slow, ridiculous affair here. But they've really struggled to keep any morale. We've fought this very well, even if it's been a brutal one. But after this, we can head to Jerusalem and finish the Crusade. I might do that next turn, though, because I think they're going to attack me on the end turn. So we'll finish up the last few units. And that should be a surprisingly efficient victory, actually. 218 men lost, but casualties inflicted. Handgunner who's doing some lovely work. Smash Dragoons 174 for them, 206 for them. I mean, they really make all the difference. I mean, that second unit only just arrived, so I do think that could have been very different without them. All down to morale at the end of the day. We weakened theirs with the general death. We could get our men onto the plaza, and that was always going to be the hard part. Let's head back to the campaign map and just see how this is looking, because, okay, we will release them. I'm fine with that. Not really much difference because we're going to capture it anyway. Now, ooh, interesting, we could get away with an occupation. I think we're going to sack because that's going to make things nice and simple. And with that, the army, yeah, apart from these guys, in fact, we'll bring the Dragoons. Oh, they can't make it any further. But yeah, they need to be moving towards the Crusade target. And that, might be surprised to see, relations improved for that offensive charge there. Yeah, perfect, because we've reached the Crusade target. And yeah, our arquebusiers were always here to do this kind of job at the end, are here to look after the place. And because the Citadel, this gives us a very, very nice set of units. Excellent. Well, some of that sacking money goes into repairing what I just demolished, but that's a good step forward. And yeah, they're sending more men into this. We've got 3 spies up in this part of the world now. Antioch. Yes, we've got the Milanese. Was never surprised that they're anywhere, really. I was going to have another chat with these guys, so we'll have a quick chat with the Turks before the end turn. Little swap of map information, and there should be the Mongols down here. Ah, indeed. Here are some Mongol friends with a pile of rocket launchers. Oh yes, of course they They're basically going to be rocket launcher armies, aren't they? That's a bit terrifying. We'll see if we can face off some of them. That might be interesting. But for now, probably time to end our turn. Phoenix have joined the Crusade. I suspect, though, lads, it's going to be a little bit late for you. Aleppo's completely empty. I wish I could just run into that empty city. That would be marvellous. This spy will take it over by himself. That would be beautiful, but alas, no. 34% Catholic already. Not too bad. Now, fortunately, they haven't decided to attack us, which is a bit unfortunate. I thought they definitely were. They had enough men here to do it, but annoyingly, that makes Jerusalem a little bit of a simple affair. So, okay, fine. We'll just head in with overwhelming force, and no need to even fight that one, I think. Now, this is obviously going to be very, very unhappy, so we're going to have to sack. Okay, good. 32 units get bonus. Perfect. 3,000 florins. And trait increase. Honourable ruler. Oh, that is nice, because Augusto the Honourable, he should have been king. He should have been king. I still think Augusto should have been king. I mean, really, he should have. There should have been a regency waiting for him. Because the only reason he didn't become king was because Emio took over instead of him. Because, yeah, I guess by marrying the eldest daughter, he was the oldest male, I guess, who was potentially, well, old enough to rule. Because in this, there is no regency, of course. So, yeah, as I always said, like, if it just be long enough, Augusto would have become king. But he was a little bit too late being born, unfortunately. Or you, sir, didn't wait another 3 years to die. We've had a load of nonsense since then, with Emio dying in battle, and yeah, a little bit of silliness. Roy has never been the best king. I mean, he's done all right on his crusades, but he really isn't very good in the cities. People don't like him being in control. Augusto, the Honourable, though. Oh, yes, he's an excellent lad, and I like him quite a lot. Just as well that he's never decided he's going to have a rebellion. But there we go. We'll build ourselves a lovely church. I hope we didn't just knock down the Dome of the Rock, but I feel like we might have just done that. 34% Catholic. We'll just send you to the border. Okay, there are imams around inevitably. But it's fine. We've got tons and tons of priests. Now, kind of notice that Acre is looking very vulnerable as well. So before we end this particular campaign, by that I just mean the Egyptian campaign, I wouldn't mind maybe Acre would be a nice border in some ways. It's only a fortress, not a citadel. But it is sitting there and it's looking quite vulnerable. So let's just merge that together here. Okay, we've got a few men we can leave behind. I'll tell you what, grab the musketeers and the general. You head there. We will separate some of Roy's troops. Perfect. That will just finish that. I don't mind those few men injured on that. Although, actually, we'll just top him up. We're getting some good experience on these lads, by the way. That's beautiful. They're not as happy with King Roy in charge, are they? Never are. Okay, Dragoons. Yeah, let's just merge in some of those. And then we've got room for 4 cannon. Okay, that's nice. Okay, well, with the cannons, we can't actually make it to him, which is a little bit unfortunate. Let's try this battle without the cannon. He's not going to... Oh, he is going to do it. Well, that's awfully surprising. But, I tell you what, wouldn't mind taking Acre for the end of this. Yeah, that'd be a nice place to potentially chill things out. The Mongols are going to soon arrive, and I wouldn't mind having a little bit of a fray with them. That could be a lot of fun. Okay, let's head into Acre and see what we can do with this. Reinforcements in the city. Family member. He's got himself a bombard. That won't really cause any problems considering it's going to arrive late. Oh yeah, we're just going to line up in the field. This is perfect. In we go then, and immediately we're just going to charge on forward so that we can make sure we're in position. You guys need to be off skirmish. Musketeers need to be on skirmish because skirmish is effectively fire by rank. Okay, we are just short. Oh, no, we're not just short of the line, but there's only a few shooting. Actually, are they the middle guys who are shooting? We're not quite in range. Fine. Sorry, slight anti-climax to their intro music there. Just keep running forward. We're almost in position. That is lovely. Okay, with that, most of us should be there. Obviously, we have a much wider line, so I'm immediately going to pull, yeah, these guys. Now, this whole stretching things 2 or 3 thick kind of can be a bit awkward sometimes. Okay, get the dragoons around the wing. We have many more troops, and actually not much wider on this flank. So we will, though, yeah, create ourselves a little bit of a box. Send in the cav, and they are not enjoying this. Okay, they are putting back, as to be expected, to be honest, because they are not in a position to deal with us. And yeah, unlike before where they decided to charge into us, this time they're deciding to leave us be, which is intriguing. I think I just might have confused this formation completely there. Let's put it back in formation. Let's see, can the game work it out? No, it can't. I'm just going to have to rejig this, but I'll let us take our shots while they reorganise. This is not going well for them, even as we get ourselves reorganised here. For some reason, we're in some thick lines. I'm a bit confused. They seem to have mucked up a bit of their reforming, but you know what? I think it'll be fine, even as it is. Yeah, we'll just get our shots away. I think at the moment we're too busy reorganising, but as soon as we start getting some shots in once again, I think we'll be in an excellent position. Okay. Yeah, for some reason when I've reorganised it, they've ended up going much thicker than they're supposed to. But, you know, it happens. Let's get ourselves into a position. You guys, likewise, just stretch yourself out into 2. You can do the same. And actually, over here, yeah, there's probably room for you to do similar, actually. These guys can really swing around. Lovely stuff. These guys just need to go mop up the flanks, which is what I'm kind of intending the dragoons to be doing. They could just slaughter, but I'm not going to ask them to do that. Fortunately, skirmish mode is an irritating way for fire by rank to work, which is why, yes, again, something that was improved for Empire. Oh, there's the general. That might be what's happened. It was just him pushing him forward. Okay, yeah. Righty. Let's just get you out of there. I'm just going to start really pushing these guys into them and just see what we can do here. The gunshots are surrounding them brutally. Yep, down he goes. The desert dog is gone. And we did take out the general, right? Yes, so you guys are just mopping up the rear. I mean, you can shoot if you want, but I'm not actually trying to use you in that manner right now. You guys do the same. Lovely stuff. You might as well mop up those guys. Don't want anyone getting back to Acre. And yeah, a little bit awkward from the rejigging here, but some very effective work going on. We even have the hill as well. It's just... it's basically, at this point, if you're going to play Gunpowder only, anyone who does the Musketeers is doomed. The only people who have a chance are the Moors, who are dead because they had camel gunners in theory. Never got to see those, sadly. And of course the Germans, the Holy Roman Empire with their Reuters, who are, well, much shorter range. They're good, but actually I'd probably slaughter them before they even arrived. So they're interesting. They're a little bit more armoured. They're kind of like handgunners on horseback, really. They are not like the dragoons, which are basically musketeers on horseback. So, okay. Well, this is brutal, all things considered, isn't it? Where are my other guys? Right there. Keep mopping them up. Another day and another victory. But, of course, when we get back to the campaign map, it's England we need to start thinking about, isn't it? England, the invasion, the boats are in position to, I think, maybe just arrive on the south coast. Perfect. Lovely stuff. Yeah, run them all down. That includes them. Get the Sudanese gunners. Thank you very much. And I think at this point, to be honest, all of you should stop shooting and we'll just get you running in. That'll be excellent. And we'll just send in Augusta to do that. But I think, to be honest, the dragoons are probably mopping up long before him. Indeed they shall. So here we are, another day. 9% lost. Again, we're still taking some losses. We've still got the gunfight. The gunfight is always going to take some hits, but the Musketeers are just a different realm of beauty. If I can take on someone like the Turks, like the Janissaries, if they have some of those, it'd be interesting to face them off. They're much more good at hand-to-hand. It's the main difference with them. But we'll see. We'll see what battles we can muster in the next few episodes. So, again, huge casualties in spite of the fact they've only got them mopping up, really. But if they barely caught any, they just shot them down. Brutal. Well, we can release, and you know what? We will do that, only because I can already see that there were some troops who apparently got away. I thought it said you died. Oh, it must have been the other general. Somehow we didn't manage to capture him. Okay, so that's why. He feels honoured. Wow, he's got so much loyalty. I love Augusto. He's my favourite. He truly, truly is. He's still so young. He could be king. I could just kill off the entire thing. Holy chalice. Oh, very nice. He's managed to find that en route. We'll put it under siege. Now, the cannons can't make it. Oh, no, some of them can. I think it's just one. One of them was from the other army. Oh, excellent. So we'll just finish that off. Sorry, sir, but that is it. He's actually happy, so I'm going to occupy. Because I'm a good sir. I'm an honourable sir. The Citadel upgrade is ready. 10,000 monies. Okay, won't bother fixing it. We'll just do that instead. Perfect. Okay. This is probably a good place to leave it for now. Jerusalem's a little bit unhappy, but that's only because of the tax rate. We managed to, preempt some of the issues that we face slightly here. I did try and get some conversion going on, but I've really managed to nail it with this. Acre isn't actually converted at all, but it's a castle, it's a fortress. And this guy is so wonderful that everyone decides they want to follow him, which is great. So I think we're largely done with, I don't know, it might continue. It depends. We'll see if they might accept some peace next turn. I might have gone too far on this occasion. But yes, England, before we leave it up, England, that's the Danish Navy, Thomas. That's fine, but it is going to slightly get in our way, which is slightly annoying. Okay, we're not quite there. There's the English. Now, I'm not sure that we have enough to beat them, actually. And now I've got the army stuck, not close enough to land. Okay, you know what? We'll land because we can. And what do I want to do? I'll tell you what, we'll leave all the ships apart from one. And we'll mix them over. Now, I want the fleet to swap over apart from him. So that's what I want. The Admiral was a slight issue there. Okay, I don't think you understand what I want. I want the ships. Okay, ship, move, ship, move. Understand? No. Okay, fine. Anyway, look, we're going to go and head over to England next time. That's fine. Spain is very chill. The Portuguese are our friends. Apparently the French and the English have never even bothered to take the western side of France, so that's complete waste of everyone's time. Sicily have been weirdly peaceful for a little while. I probably just jinxed that. Milan are at peace these days, but you never know how long that one's going to last either. And all things considered, while this Pope is still a little bit young and he seems to like other factions a bit too much for my liking, well, he at least likes us quite a lot. And as for the Cardinal College, well, okay, we've got a full Preferati. We've even got a full Tempiety who's not even on the Preferati list. But we have a few votes. It's not as good as it once was, but I think with our work over here in the East, we're going to have quite a lot more in terms of our options very soon indeed. Okay, so Augusto the Honourable doing some excellent work. The Holy Land has been taken. This part of the world is going to gradually become more Christian, and things will be looking very, very good very soon. Next time, the Spanish Armada, or not a very good version of it anyway. Spanish Armada is heading in. They have hulks. We have the Laternas, and alright, actually, we are actually much better. We probably are fine. There was one gun hulk last time I looked at this fleet. If it's the fleet I think it is, there is still a gun hulk potentially floating around. We do have another boat over here, so maybe we could posture them a little bit. We'll see about that. Anyway, I'll leave you for now. I'm Thomas. This is the Legend of Human, and this has been our Spain Gunpowder Only campaign. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have you heard the good news, my friends? Here's the good news! It's the Pope! Has the Pope ever done as badly as I'm doing as the Pope right now? God only knows. God only knows. Down goes the spoon of destiny. And there he goes! It took every last bolt we had.